You think that I'm about to just be having a threesome with a girl. If you think that one, she ain't gonna be on our level, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do it with somebody that got just as much to lose as that. I'm not just doing it with anybody. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Random.
Also,
People be surprised how the woman initiates a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Like, I'm not poly, but like, even just when everybody heard that, like, me and my husband had threesomes before, it was like, oh, she's willing to do that to keep a man. I'm like,
nah.
That was all me.
The internet is completely shaken after a heartbreaking and deeply personal video of Teyana Taylor was leaked online. What's worse? The footage was allegedly filmed by none other than Aaron Pierre, without her knowledge. In this raw and emotional clip, Teyana is seen breaking down in what looks like the privacy of her own home, while a silent voice, believed to be Aaron, just keeps recording. It's painful. It's personal. And now it's everywhere. People are not just shocked, they're furious. The question that's echoing across every platform is, why would Aaron secretly film someone during one of the most vulnerable moments of their life? And even more importantly, how did it end up being leaked for the world to see? It all started quietly, then escalated into viral chaos. The footage first appeared in a private Discord chat room, shared by someone anonymous. But it didn't stay private for long. It was quickly downloaded and reposted on Reddit and X, where it exploded within minutes. In the clip, Teyana is seen visibly sobbing, pacing back and forth, clearly in emotional distress. Her voice cracks, her movements are frantic, and at one point she screams out, "Why is everyone using me?" The moment is so raw that many viewers admitted they felt guilty watching it. But perhaps the most disturbing part? A muffled male voice can be heard in the background, not saying a word, just recording. Many believe that voice belongs to Aaron Pierre. No attempts to comfort her, no concern, just silence. And that silence has enraged people. Within hours, the footage had gone viral. It didn't just trend, it consumed every corner of the internet. And while the video made people uncomfortable, what made them angry was the possibility that Aaron himself filmed it and let it get out. Fans immediately turned on Aaron. The backlash was fast, loud, and unforgiving. He weaponized her pain. One user tweeted, "This is psychological abuse." Another wrote, "Recording her crying was bad, but leaking it, that's evil." TikToks, memes, and reaction videos started pouring in, with people labeling him manipulative, cold, and even dangerous. Many began connecting the dots, pulling up old clips where Aaron appeared emotionally distant or evasive when talking about their relationship. They dug up interviews, live appearances, and even paparazzi footage. "He never really looked into her eyes," one viral post claimed. "This man was always pretending." The pattern suddenly looked clearer and uglier. But what really pushed people over the edge was what Teyana said in the video. At one point, she sobs, "I'm trying to be strong for my daughter, but I'm breaking." Her voice cracks and she slams the door before collapsing to the floor. Viewers were stunned by how real it was. This wasn't a performance. This wasn't a staged breakdown. This was the sound of someone who had reached their limit. And the fact that this moment was recorded and then shared felt like the ultimate betrayal. According to insiders close to Teyana, this may not have been the first time Aaron secretly recorded her. One friend claimed, "He always pulled out his phone during fights, never to help, just to have proof." Another source added, "He liked to make her seem crazy. He never held space for her emotions. He just filmed them." The more people heard from her circle, the more they believed this wasn't a one-time mistake. It was a pattern. Some even believe Aaron had been collecting emotional footage for months. He was preparing a case, one fan speculated. He knew the relationship wouldn't last, and he wanted insurance. That idea, of a partner filming your breakdown not to help you but to protect himself, shocked the internet. Aaron's team finally broke their silence with a brief and very vague statement. The video was never meant for the public. Aaron recorded it to protect himself during a difficult time. But that explanation only made things worse. Fans instantly picked it apart. Protect himself from what? One person asked. A woman crying? Others slammed the phrasing, saying, it sounded more like a legal strategy than a sincere apology. The statement never clarified how the video got leaked or who leaked it. And that silence has only fueled the fire. Was this a calculated move to discredit Teyana? A cry for sympathy? Or just carelessness with devastating consequences? Meanwhile, Teyana's inner circle didn't hold back at all. In a moment where silence could have meant neutrality, her family and friends chose loud, clear alignment with her pain. Her sister reposted the now viral video that exposed the controversy with the caption, "She deserves better." It wasn't subtle. It was a public show of protection, a line drawn in the sand. The message was more than just about the video. It was about everything that had led up to it. Every slight, every betrayal, every red flag that had been ignored, for the sake of love. Her stylist and longtime choreographer unfollowed Aaron within hours, making their stance very clear. Then they posted a simple black screen with one word in bold, "violated." That single word echoed through fan pages, timelines, and comment sections. It wasn't just about one incident. It was about a betrayal that crossed emotional and professional lines. The reaction didn't stop there. Teyana's close friends started sharing older, unfiltered photos of her, laughing, working, glowing, and they weren't just posts of support. They were reminders of who she was before the storm. Captions read things like, "Real love doesn't hurt like this," and "She was light before the darkness." These posts weren't nostalgia. They were rebellion, a reclaiming of her story, her image, her peace. Then came a tweet from a family member that summed up what so many fans were starting to feel. "This is what happens when you trust the wrong people with your spirit." The words were sharp, raw, and deeply personal. It became clear that this wasn't just a public breakup. It was a heartbreak layered with grief, betrayal, and quiet rage. And what about Teyana herself? She hasn't said a single word publicly. No interview, no press release, no statement on stories, just silence. But her silence wasn't empty. It was intentional, deliberate, and cutting. She didn't need to say anything. Instead, she let her actions speak. In a span of less than 24 hours, she removed every single photo of Aaron from her Instagram account. Years of moments, travels, birthdays, and soft glimpses into their relationship. Gone. Erased. She also unfollowed him, a move fans immediately caught and dissected. Side-by-side screenshots comparing her profile before and after began circulating online, paired with captions like, "When a woman's done, she's done." The internet knew exactly what the deletion meant. It wasn't just heartbreak. It was finality. As the drama continued to unfold in real time, the internet became a battlefield. Lines were drawn, and opinions were loud. A small pocket of users attempted to defend Aaron, floating the idea that maybe he too was overwhelmed or acting out of stress. But those voices were quickly drowned out by the overwhelming tide of support for Teyana. TikTok in particular became a hub of love and affirmation for her. Fans created edits of her most iconic career moments, her choreographed music, videos, her fashion statements, her motherhood journey. One video compilation titled "Teyana Deserves So Much More" gained over 2 million views in less than 24 hours, set to a heartbreak anthem that left viewers emotional and angry in equal measure. Fan theories began picking up speed almost immediately. What started as scattered thoughts turned into full-blown timelines, video breakdowns, and deep-dive Twitter threads. Some fans began to suspect Aaron never truly loved Teyana, that he may have been more attracted to the status of being with her than the woman herself. "Clout chaser in disguise," one fan wrote. He liked the image, not the intimacy. Others questioned the authenticity of their relationship from the start, asking how someone who seemed so supportive could also cause so much damage behind closed doors. "Was he using her from the start?" another comment asked. Because none of this feels new. It feels like a plan finally falling apart. The tone of public discourse shifted quickly, moving from heartbreak to suspicion, from sadness to righteous anger. And the future? It's uncertain, and it's shaping up to be even messier than anyone anticipated. Insiders close to Teyana say she's no longer just emotionally withdrawing from the relationship. She's taking legal steps. According to those with knowledge of the situation, she's already been in meetings with legal counsel to discuss potential next moves. The conversations reportedly include options like a restraining order and legal protection against future harassment. But it doesn't stop there. There's talk of a potential lawsuit. Some sources suggest criminal charges could be on the table too, especially if it's confirmed that private conversations or content were recorded and distributed without her consent. That crosses into serious legal territory. Meanwhile, Aaron's once shiny public image is collapsing at a rapid pace. The calm, poised actor who had fans swooning is now facing a reputation that's unraveling in real time. And the damage isn't just emotional, it's commercial. Brands that once proudly featured him in campaigns and endorsements are now taking swift action behind the scenes. Several companies have begun quietly removing his name and image from their platforms. One entertainment blog reported that a sneaker company had already pulled a collaborative post featuring Aaron less than 12 hours after the scandal broke. His team, once vocal and strategic, has gone completely silent. No new statements, no media appearances, no interviews to clean up the mess. Just silence. An unsettling one that speaks to panic and uncertainty. What we're witnessing is more than just a messy breakup between two celebrities. It's the implosion of trust, both personal and public. It's what happens when someone builds a relationship on shaky foundations, then tries to maintain control while the walls come crashing down. For Teyana, this might be one of the hardest chapters in her life, but it's also proving to be a turning point. Her fans aren't just showing up for her, they're rallying behind her, protecting her, and reminding her and the world of her worth. And through all this, she's remained silent. But make no mistake, her silence is not weakness. It's power. She's watching, she's processing, and when she's ready to speak, whether it's through music, a post, or a full sit-down interview, the world will listen. Because now, more than ever, her story matters. Not just for the drama, not just for the headlines, but because it reflects what so many women go through behind closed doors. Trusting the wrong people, getting hurt, then finding the courage to walk away and rebuild. And when Teyana does decide to rebuild, she won't be doing it alone. She'll have an army behind her and the strength of every woman who's ever had to say, enough. This isn't just a breakup anymore. It's a full-blown public scandal that's peeling back the curtain on what really went down between Aaron Pierre and Teyana Taylor. A moment that should have been private, sacred even, has become entertainment for the world. And fans are still trying to wrap their heads around the betrayal. As the story develops, one thing is becoming crystal clear. Teyana Taylor is not alone. Her fans, her friends, and even strangers are standing beside her, demanding accountability. Meanwhile, Aaron's next move could either fix things or completely ruin what's left of his public image. So now we ask you, was this just a terrible mistake or a calculated act? Can Aaron come back from this? And will Teyana finally speak out directly? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dive updates as this story unfolds.